Kristina here in Maker Exchange over at the Corona Public Library, bringing video editing, future self video. So you might be familiar with writing your future self a letter from today. But new studies have shown that if you write a letter from your future self, say 3 years from now, to you today, you are more likely to succeed in your goals. One, because you have written as if it has already happened, and two, it tricks your brain into thinking that it has already happened. And as most people prefer video or visual over written, today we're going to make a video that is the equivalent of a future self letter. So we're going to focus on all the things that we want to be, either 3 years from now, a year from now, 5 or 10 years from now. So the first thing that I suggest doing is writing it all down, otherwise known as a brain dump. So here, we're not going to think about it. We're just going to write everything that comes to mind that we want to be. Second, once we have all of that information, we can take that and then create a letter from our future self to us today. And the more detailed you are, the better. The next step is to find imagery and music that will complement everything that you have written in the letter and the brain dump. This way we have visuals to complement what we have written. So a really great example is we're going to make a commercial for our own brain to become our future self. Next, we're going to put all of our videos and our images with our music together to create a music video or brain commercial. And it may take some tinkering with your imagery and your music and music choice to create a video that you find inspiring and motivating day after day. The most important part of our video is actually watching it. You'll want to watch it as often as possible. Most commonly, people will watch it every single morning as soon as they wake up, or they will watch it every single night before they go to bed. Now, if you're running into some issues of what to write or who it is you want to be, it's easiest to start with looking at who your future self is versus your past self or even your current self. Often asking yourselves questions can actually help you sort out how to go forward with this. So how would you treat your past self if you were able to go into a time machine and see yourself 3 years, 5 years ago? What would you tell you then? That's a great example of how you could have your future self talk to you. But I also have a few ideas to get you started. So maybe your future self does a lot of travel, either within the country or around the world. If around the world, then here are a number of famous locations that you can write about and then actually create a video of where your future self would like to visit. They could also include going to the beach, visiting Paris, or maybe you actually want to have pasta in Italy. It might not even be traveling, it could be money. Maybe you want to be financially free and never have to worry about paying your bills or going from paycheck to paycheck. Perhaps it's to have the time to work within your favorite charities and give back. Or perhaps instead of actually having the time to give back to your charities, you might actually be focused on getting the money to be able to support your charities so that they can keep going forward with all the funds that they need to take care of the animals or the people or the things for what they do. It also could be owning your dream home and having the space to be able to have the parties or having the time with your friends and family, or perhaps it's to have the finances so that you can indulge your friends and family in the luxuries that you guys may not have at the time being. So there's a number of different ways that we can focus on our future self, and it doesn't have to be all of it or one of it. You can focus on what is most important to you today, and you can always change it later. You can add later. As you do this, you will actually find out that you will discover more about yourself and about your future self. So you may discover that you will be tweaking the video from time to time to be able to accommodate of who you're becoming and becoming that future version of yourself. So that's it for today. If you have any questions about future letters, the future video, or Adobe Rush in general, leave them down in the comments below. We will be sure to get back to them. If you have a specific project that you would like us to work on, be sure to let us know. We are happy to accommodate. And don't forget to subscribe and like if you want to see more videos.